Alright, gather round folks. Here's a story to tickle your funny bone before we dive into the ocean of hilarity. Picture this. A man walks into a bar with a slab of asphalt under his arm. He tells the bartender, "I'll take a beer and one for the road." Now if that didn't get a chuckle out of you, don't worry. We've got plenty more where that came from. Now let's rewind to the time when a bunch of scientists decided to play hide and seek in the dark. You know, because they thought it would be a bright idea. The irony, right? After hours of stumbling around, they finally called it a day. The winning scientist was found hiding behind the light switch. Talk about a light bulb moment. Moving forward, we land on a day at the zoo. A man asked the zookeeper, "Do you have any goldfish here?" The zookeeper, baffled, replied, "Sir, we are a zoo. We don't keep fish here." The man looked disappointed and said, "That's a shame. I wanted to hear their roar." Now that's a fishy story. Next, we have the classic tale of a man and his pet snail. One day the man gets tired of his snail being so slow. He thinks, "How can I speed it up?" So he removes the snail's shell, thinking it will make it faster. But it just made the snail more sluggish. You see, even in the world of snails, you can't rush perfection. Moving forward, we find ourselves in a bakery. A man walks in and asks the baker if he has any bread without any gluten, wheat, rye, barley, or oats. The baker, scratching his head, replies, "So, you want air? Now that's a loaf of a joke." And finally, who can forget the moment when a man went to a restaurant and ordered a chicken and an egg? The waiter, after much contemplation, served the egg first, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we finally found out the answer to the age-old question, the egg came first. Now, let's take a moment to revisit the highlights of our laughter journey. We had the man who took one for the road, the hide-and-seek champion scientist, the man who was looking for a roaring goldfish, the guy who tried to turbocharge his snail, the man who wanted a loaf of air, and the brave waiter who solved the chicken and egg conundrum. So there you have it, folks, a compilation of moments that prove comedy is indeed the best medicine. And remember, life is better when you're laughing. So keep the giggles coming and the jokes flowing. Until next time, keep your funny bones tickled and your spirits high.